Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Pikel. It's Friday, and tomorrow is Saturday, and Sunday comes afterwards. If you don't get that reference, then you're too young for me, bro. So basically, last night we had LPL and LCK. Tomorrow we have LPL, LCK, LEC, LCS. LEC is going on right now. So last night, Sunning beat VG Gaming. They were minus 227 favorites. JDG beat OMG. They were minus 770 favorites. We had a Freak of Freaks beat Team Dynamics. A Freak of Freaks was minus 400. And we had KT Rolster beat Hanwha Life at minus 500. Yesterday, I said that I preferred the favorites, but I thought I thought most, if not all, of the dogs were live. And I think the closeness of these series kind of speaks to that, even though they were relatively big underdogs. So the fact that these underdogs took games off of the winning teams was not very surprising at all. It was an interesting night for DraftKings for that reason. Shout out to Nick for chopping the Shock Blast. Yeah. So let's go to the games tonight for NALCS, and then we'll get into everything for tomorrow. So tonight we have Dignitas against Cloud9. Cloud9 is obviously the favorite, the better team. Golden Guardians against TSM. TSM is the favorite, obviously the better team. Golden Guardians does have a chance against TSM. I don't like two-game slates, especially in North America where they're one game. So I won't be playing on this slate, but I think Golden Guardians is a live dog. You'll see a lot of Cloud9 plus Golden Guardians with mid and 80 carries as captains, and then you'll see a lot of Cloud9 with TSM rotating around like supports and top lane captains and stuff like that. So let's go to the games tomorrow. Let me check for the rosters real quick. LNG against Dominus. LNG is a minus 190 favorite. These are the two worst teams in the league. Both teams are super live. I don't think anybody should really be a 190 favorite when they're the two worst teams in the league. LNG did have a win recently, which is probably contributing to the fact that they're the favorites. So let me get the... So LNG just beat LGD 2-0. So, I mean, I guess most people are going to just automatically assume that they dominate Dominus. Dominus has been pretty horrible, all split long. Xiaopeng Twyla. They do play some Lilia, which is kind of fun, but I think everyone's just going to be on LNG. It's a 5-game slate. You don't necessarily need this game unless it kind of goes insane. If you're playing LNG, you're going to want Light, you're going to want Maple probably. Flandre is a pretty good carry top laner. He plays a lot of crazy champions in the top lane, so he has additional upside that some other top laners don't really have. So that's probably a good spot. But I really wouldn't be surprised if it got chalky there either. Next up, we have E-Star against EDG. EDG is a team that's moving in the right direction. I like EDG a decent amount. They are not going to be in playoffs, but they just recently beat V5. Could this be a letdown spot for EDG? Sure. Do I think that's going to happen? No. So I like EDG. I like their talent. They're one of the teams that I actually will want to be betting on going into next year. Origin's throwing currently. Or are they? It's 7-3. They just gave up 3 kills at Baron. Yikes. That's not good. So yeah, EDG minus 250 favorites. That seems about right. World Elite and Top Esports. This is an interesting one. So we know what teams are going to be in playoffs. This is about jockeying for position. This is, I guess you could look at this as an important match for World Elite, because this way they might be able to avoid Top Esports if they get a win. But it's really unclear how that scenario plays out, at least for myself. I don't know how that's going to work. So we have minus 345 to plus 250. I think World Elite are live dogs. I would look to bet them in the first game or the second game, and then probably only get exposure to their winning outcomes by making some lineups on DraftKings. I mean, 369 against Morgan is pretty even. 369 favored probably. Beishang against Karsa is pretty close, but it's probably Karsa favored. Knight against Teacher Ma is definitely Knight favored. And then the bot lanes, Jackie Love and Yu Yanja against Zhao Meng and Missing. Based off of recent performances, I would say it's pretty close, but the long-term talent of Jackie Love is probably better. So I do think World Elite's a live dog, but it's tough to bet against Knight and Top Esports. In Korea, we have DRX against Sandbox. DRX, gigantic favorite. Then we have Damwon Gaming against Seoul Haewon Prince. Damwon Gaming is a gigantic favorite. There's nothing really to say about those games. Then we have LEC for tomorrow. Vitality upset Rogue in the first game, which was pretty interesting. Origin is currently winning by 200 gold. They have 3 dragons, 7-4. So I'm not sure how this game is going to play out. It's kind of scary for DraftKings lineups. But then I have Fnatic winning the match against Schalke. Mad Lions beating Misfits, but I think Misfits is a live dog and is interesting for DraftKings. And then I have G2 beating SK, but SK is still interesting for DraftKings because even in a loss, they could score a lot against G2 just because of the way that G2 plays. So let's focus on tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Schalke against Vitality. I think Vitality should probably be the favorite in that matchup, so I'll probably be on the Vitality side. SK Gaming against Origin. I mean, I'll want to watch the rest of these games today to know how the public is kind of thinking about these, like the most recent narrative for them. But I kind of like Origin better. Actually, no, I like SK better. But it's close enough for me to even question it, so I have to wait. Fnatic against XL. I assume Fnatic is going to win. They're the better team. G2 against Misfits. I assume G2 is going to win. They're the better team. Mad Lions against Rogue. I assume Mad Lions is going to win. They're the better team. But they're both in the same tier, so there are chances that Rogue gets a win, and I wouldn't be too surprised. And then tomorrow for the LCS, we have Immortals and Team Liquid. Team Liquid's obviously the better team. Golden Guardians against EG. I will be on EG. If they kill me, it's whatever. They're definitely a live dog. FlyQuest against CLG. FlyQuest is certainly the better team. I'm not a huge fan of CLG right now or in the future. They're subbing out Pobelter, which I think is pretty stupid. That's basically that. 100 Thieves against Dignitas. 100 Thieves are the favorites, and they should be, but I think Dignitas definitely has winning chances in that matchup as well. Origin just gave up another dragon, so now it's 3 dragons to 3. The gold is basically even. They got a kill onto onto Cadril, so now they're going to try to go for the Baron. So I mean that's really the information you need to know about tomorrow. As always, I'll post my picks in Discord. I should have at least a couple upsets in there, but I'm kind of distracted by the games right now. Just wanted to make sure that I got this out for everybody. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.